That that truck there. Oh, tactical squad. Two vans that say tactical squad, and it looks like the state emblem on the side was like Indiana or something. So yeah, not quite sure what they're doing down here. Could be vans that say sold in auction or something. I've been watching this channel called Audit the Audit off and on. I don't watch them all the time. I'm not subscribed, but sometimes a thumbnail piques my curiosity, and I'll take a look, see. And the last one I watched was this parole officer pulled over some guy. He didn't like turn his lights on or anything. He just kind of motioned the guy to pull over and flashed a badge or something. I don't know. I'll put the link in the video below. And clearly he had no jurisdiction or authority to make a traffic stop. And the guy who he pulled over kept asking, "Am I being detained? Am I being detained?" And the guy wouldn't answer, which speaks a lot without him not saying yes or no. Says that he knows that if he said yes, he'd be wrong. So I'm breaking into this video with this video to reiterate or to clarify that I am not against cops. I actually wanted to be a cop at one time, and I actually got into the police academy, but I had to drop out because I was going to college, and the academy was at the same time as me, my college courses. So I respect law enforcement, and they, like I said, they have a hard job. Don't make it any harder. But when you come across a cop that wants to push his power around, let him get through the day, get through the situation, take it up with the judge. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, I like that channel and some of the videos. Some of them, kind of reaching. But anyway, what that reminded me of was a time that I was maybe 16, and I was driving with some friends, and we were after school on a Friday or something, just hooping and hollering, had the radio cranked up, and we were driving through a neighborhood. I can't remember where we were going or what we were doing, but just happy. Had the radio loud and like, I don't know, jamming out in the car. And I remember stopping at a stop sign, and this guy, I seen this guy kind of following us through the neighborhood, and this guy on a motorcycle pulls up next to me, and I can't remember if he got off his motorcycle. I think he did. I think he like parked at the back corner of the car and got off his motorcycle and came up to me, and I kind of startled me, and I looked up at him and I said, "Can I help you?" You know, I'm a teenager at the time, so, and back then we had a little bit more respect to authority figures or adults that are older than we are. So I didn't know if I cut him off or what, and I was like, "Yeah, can I help you?" And it's like, "You were driving recklessly and ran a stop sign." I'm like, "I don't remember running a stop sign, because there's only I know this neighborhood pretty well, because one of my friends lived in that neighborhood, so I know where the stop signs are, and I know what the speed limit is and all that." And I think his problem was that we were just being loud, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. But said, yeah, you were driving recklessly and you ran a stop sign. And I said, okay, are you a police officer? And he goes, well, I work for the police department. So I'm kind of eyeing him up and down. He still had his helmet on, and it looked like he had some kind of uniform shirt on. He didn't have a gun. He didn't have a duty belt. And the one thing I remember, he had a hole punch, one of those plier-looking hole punches, clipped to his belt, kind of hanging down. So he might have been like an office clerk or something. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what he did or where he worked. And he kind of had a jacket on because he was riding a motorcycle. But I could tell it was some kind of uniform shirt. And so I said, are you going to give me a ticket? And he goes, no, I'm going to give you a warning, so you need to slow it down and drive more careful or something like that. And I'm like, okay. So at that point, I'm like, I don't know, that's bizarre. So he just told me what he told me, got back on his motorcycle and left, and my friends and I were like, dude, that was weird. So just a random memory based on that video. But back to the audit channel, it's good, and it does highlight a lot of the videos do highlight bad cops doing questionable things, but it also does comment on the reactions of the non-police person, and some of them kind of do it to themselves. But I'm not of the thought process of, you don't need my ID, why are you stopping me? It just, police officers do a hard job in the first place. And yes, some of them are pushing the bounds of their authority, but at the end of the day, you want to get home without any issues. And some people might say, oh, you're being a sellout, you need to push back and not let them get away with it. Well, in that moment, in that stop, being an argumentative person is not going to change anything, right? They're the ones with a gun. They're the ones with cop buddies that they can lie to their cop buddies and make it look like you're at fault and you're going to get hauled into jail. If that's the hill you want to die on, by all means. But my friend who is or was a cop, he says, take it up with the judge. Get your ticket, whatever. You just want to get out of that situation in a timely manner with the least amount of issues. So if it means you got to go to court and have your day in court, to me, that's the lesser of the evils, and I've got a video on that, versus standing your ground and pushing your will and ending up in jail because, my friend said, you might beat the rap, but you're not going to beat the ride if you're going to be a dirtbag back to the dirtbag cop. That never ends well. So take it for what it is, and you can choose to do whatever you want when a dirtbag cop confronts you for some stupid reason, right? Anyway, that's all I got. Later.